You're listening to For Real Radio with Bria, Julia, Kayla, and Michael on WHITradio.org, the sound of Hudson County Schools of Technology in North Bergen, New Jersey. All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to For Real Radio, a place for the truth. I'm your host, Michael, joined by Kayla, Bria, and Julia. This is the final reminder that tomorrow we will be having a special segment dedicated to teen peer pressure, so be sure to tune in. All right, let's get the story straight. Today in the news, we have Boy Scout leaders put off vote on gay membership, woman sues LA Fitness and 2 trainers, and van stolen with a baby inside, and to close it up, we have Black History Month. So, tell us about that van stolen with the baby inside.
A van with a baby inside was reported stolen in front of a convenience store in the Royal York and Evans Avenue area on Monday night. It was later found abandoned behind the house of Lancaster Strip Club near Royal York and the Queensway. The baby, believed to be an 18-month-old girl, was safe, still strapped inside her child's seat, and has been reunited with her parents. An unknown person used the phone booth to call and say there was a child in a vehicle behind the building, so the police were able to locate the child within a matter of minutes. And there's no word yet on any arrest or charges, and the investigation is still ongoing. But I was listening to this story on TV this morning, and they were talking about the parents who, the dad went inside the store to get something, and the mom, decided to go inside the store too and just left the baby outside. I mean, I don't know why. Why would you do that?
Maybe they didn't read
With
the
parenting books. I mean, they didn't. They were going to be there shopping for half an hour. But
were the doors unlocked?
Yes, the door. Obviously, if somebody got into the car.
Well, there are other ways to get into cars. Anyway,
Okay.
But no, that was very irresponsible of her. You don't leave a baby in a car. First of all, you usually don't do that with the doors locked, and certainly.
Yeah. So besides the person who robbed the car, they're thinking about what's going to happen with the parents who left the baby inside the car.
Absolutely. Baby's okay though, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's good to hear. Moving right along, woman sues LA Fitness and 2 trainers. So Julia, tell us more about that.
All right. A Dallas woman has sued a national fitness company allegedly 2 employees harassed her during their training sessions. Jamie Johnson filed a lawsuit against Fitness International LLC, which does business under the name of LA Fitness. She reported that they made a couple not nice comments about her during her sessions. They started off as inappropriate comments. They weren't exactly offensive, but the language towards, a woman, they would tell her, they would just talk about their own lifestyles and their own, sexual activities during these sessions, and she felt very uncomfortable, including the way that they would touch her to try and supposedly help her with the exercise position.
Right.
But, yeah.
No, behavior like that is absolutely inappropriate in a professional setting. That's unacceptable. Mm-hmm. She has every right to feel the way she does.
Unacceptable.
And we have Boy Scouts leaders put off vote on gay membership. Gays hoping to join the Boy Scouts will have to wait until at least May after the organization's executive board put off a vote on lifting its outright ban on openly homosexual scouts and troop leaders. The board had been expected to vote Wednesday on a proposal to let local groups set their own policies, but said instead that it needs more time to get comment on the issue from its members. They said, after careful consideration and extensive dialogue within the scouting family, along with comments from those outside the organization, the volunteer officers of the Boy Scouts of America's National Executive Board concluded that due to the complexity of the issue, the organization needs time for a more deliberate review of its membership policy, the board said in a written statement. The decision will now be made at the organization's annual meeting in May. About 1,400 members of the group's national council will take part during that gathering, the board said. In the meantime, the organization will further engage representatives of Scouting's memberships and listen to their perspectives and concerns. So let's open this up, okay? It is controversial, but what do you think? Do you think that the Scouting organization has any right to ban gays?
I think
Clearly
that is
not.
ridiculous.
No.
Like how gay guys are the
Right.
same as straight guys. I mean,
They're
why
treating
would they
them
be
like
banned? Why
as if
should
they're not
they?
human, like
Right.
as if they're not still just little.
What's so
kids.
wrong about gay guys? What's different about them?
Absolutely. And this organization does give life lessons to its members. The Boy Scouts has always set an example and taught morals and lessons that can be used in life. And really, that has nothing to do with someone's sexual orientation. So, no, it's absolutely ridiculous, and they
Well,
should.
you know, the military just recently allowed gays to be in the military.
Right.
The Boy Scouts were kind of an extension of the military in many ways. A lot of scouts went into the army. They were very connected. So they're kind of the last holdout here. And I kind of agree with you. Just, you know, as long as nobody's putting their preference on you,
Right.
then they have a right to be the way they want to be. But you know, people's opinions have changed. The institutions have changed. It takes a long time sometimes.
And you might be wondering how this organization could have banned homosexuality, and it's because it is. It's a private organization. Therefore, they can make their own rules and regulations, and if they want to ban gays, legally, they can. There was a Supreme Court case, in I believe 2001 or 2000, and they won, and they were able to ban gays from being in the Scouts, which is their preference. But it's public opinion that's trying to change this viewpoint, which is absolutely realistic. You know, it's one doesn't have anything to do with the other.
I actually worked for the Boy Scouts back a long time ago,
Right.
only for a year. And the guys in the Boy Scouts at that time are really kind of the leaders there were kind of macho guys.
Right.
You know, real kind of you know, let's go out there and do it. Very very militaristic. So the whole culture had to change. And it's going under a change like everything else. So at least they're considering it, and I think they'll probably by public opinion have to change it.
I think so too, considering they're dropping a lot of sponsors. They're losing a lot of sponsors,
right?
Because the sponsors have different equality views than the Scouts. So that definitely will be a push. Okay, moving right along. Bria, tell us about Black History Month. It is Black History Month. It is February.
Yes. Origins of Black History Month. The Black History Month, or National African American History Month, is an annual celebration of achievements by Black Americans and a time for recognizing the central role of African Americans in U.S. history. Other countries around the world, including Canada and the United Kingdom, also devote a month to celebrating Black history. Month begins in 1950, a half century after the 13th Amendment abolished slavery in the United States, and known today as the Association for the Study of African American Life and History.
So Bree, are you going to be bringing us this Black History Month? A lot of famous Black people during this month. All right, so that's a feature we can all look forward to.
Right. And do you guys have any famous Black celebrities or people that have made an impact in your life? You know, that you favor?
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King, of course, he is.
I had him in mind.
I believe it was Rosa Parks' her birthday just passed. It was, I think, 100.
Reverend Al Sharpton.
Reverend Al Sharpton, who you could watch every day at I believe 4 o'clock on MSNBC.
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson's birthday just passed.
Yeah. So
and I believe Trayvon Martin's birthday just passed,
his birthday was yesterday.
Right, his birthday was yesterday. We all know the story. It was a shame.
But yeah.
And we have a few special features today. We have the benefits of meditation. So,
Yes.
Yeah, but before we do that, let me just play this.
Sure.
We are the Giggle Girls on
Oh my
WOH.
Whoa!
Make it stop.
Hey.
That
You want to pay for that mic?
Oh
That's
my
a $600 mic there.
those were our very two Giggle Girls, which consist of Kayla and Julia. That was a little segment taken after they.
I don't think I'll play that again. I'm going to be
Don't
minus a mic.
Don't dare.
don't think that's a good idea to play that.
That hurt right here.
All right.
Okay, we're going to move on to that meditation segment. Let's go, Kayla.
Definitely meditation.
Woo. Okay. So the physiological. Am I saying it right?
Physiological. You got it.
Okay, there we go.
You go, girl.
Those benefits of meditation are: it lowers the oxygen consumption. Is that beneficial?
I believe it is.
Okay.
It is.
It decreases respiratory rate. It increases blood flow and slows the heart rate. It increases exercise tolerance. It leads to a deeper level of physical relaxation. Good for people with high blood pressure. Reduces anxiety attacks by lowering the levels of blood lactate and decreases muscle tension.
Wow.
Some psychological benefits are: it builds self-confidence, it influences mood and behavior. It resolves phobias and fears. Helps control your own thoughts. Helps with focus and concentration. Increases creativity. Improves learning ability and memory. Increases feelings of rejuvenation. And increases emotional stability.
There you go.
And some spiritual benefits.
Ooh.
It helps keep things in perspective, provides peace of mind, happiness, helps you discover your purpose, increased self-actualization, increased compassion, growing wisdom, deeper understanding of yourself and others, and brings your body, mind, and spirit in harmony. So, those are all good.
I love meditating.
Anybody meditate?
Great.
Yes.
I don't meditate.
I've tried it a few
but
times.
I'm going to start.
And how do you meditate, Maria?
I just sit there in silence, but it's more to that. It's just like you have to feel it.
Do you say a mantra?
No.
You don't say a mantra?
I just sit there in silence.
Just sit there.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's very good for you. Especially, of course, it has the physical benefits, but spiritually it's great for you too, because what it does is, not physically, but you do get this sense of balance in your life, which is always good. It does relieve a lot of tension, and like you said, puts things in perspective. Okay. Yeah, so go out and meditate. It's a great idea. Healthy. And last but not least, we have our special feature day. We've never done this before on the show. We are trying it out.
I'm looking forward to this.
I'm looking forward to it too. It's the advice column with Julia. So
yeah.
What advice do we have to give today?
All right. Well, I went around school and
No names.
Yeah, no names.
No names. This is completely anonymous. So if you're listening, think of some things you need help on. We'll come around and get it. Come on.
Alright, well, I got a few questions, but I just picked 3 because I know we're running on a time limit here.
Right.
So one of them was from a certain somebody, and they asked, how do you know if your boyfriend or girlfriend is cheating?
Is cheating.
Okay, that is a serious question.
This is a serious question. That's not a laughing matter.
Sorry, just somebody in particular.
Okay, so how do you think your boyfriend or girlfriend is cheating? What are some
Personally,
signs?
I would think that they probably become more distant.
Yeah.
And
spend less time with you.
Yeah.
Right. And
if you notice less texting and they get more busy,
Or they develop another special friend who is just their best friend. But,
watch out for your boyfriend or girlfriend's best friend.
Yeah,
including when they call them that's only my sister and my brother. They have all these little nicknames.
Oh, I like him like a brother.
Yeah.
That's my best friend. I would watch out for that.
By the way, if anybody wants to join in the discussion,
you guys can call
854-8224.
201-854-8224.
Right, if anyone needs any advice, call right in. We would be happy.
Or you can join in the conversation,
Or you can join on it, So yeah, no.
But yeah, they'll just ignore you because I have a friend who did this to another person, and he was telling me all these things that just to get rid of her, and I thought that was pretty awful, but none of my business to say anything.
Instead of cheating,
just break up.
Just break up.
What's the point of that?
It's better to be blunt than dishonest. People are going to get less hurt. Obviously, at first there will be some pain, But in the long run, it will be better than leading that person on and making them think that you care for them when you really don't. So
it's like a waste of the person's time.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
The problem with this is like they don't break up with them like most of the time because they don't want to be alone if the whatever they have with the other person doesn't work out.
Right, they want it all, and you can't have it all.
Yes.
You can't have it all. You know, people are not assets. People are people with feelings and emotions, and you need to respect them. You really do. You need to understand how would you feel in that situation. All right.
All right. Well, Michael, you're pretty smart, so you might be able to help this kid out.
Thank you.
It looks like we have a phone call.
Oh.
Oh, great.
Answer the phone.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about my girlfriend.
Sure.
We grew apart, and I knew I wouldn't go out with her anymore, but I was too scared to break up with her. So I kept on dating her for like another 3 months, but there was really no love there.
Right.
And I just want to know if you guys give any advice on how to let somebody down easy if you're not into them anymore.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're letting her down even more, being with her, like you're lying to her.
Because eventually, she will find out that you don't
love her.
That you don't love her or feel for her that way anymore.
You shouldn't keep someone in a relationship when there's nothing there.
So really, the best thing to do is to be absolutely honest. You know.
I mean, you don't have to be rude about it.
Don't be rude, but be absolutely honest because.
It's not like you're cheating on her. It's not like you did anything wrong.
Right.
Because maybe she feels the same way.
Maybe she does, and maybe she doesn't, and it's not fair for both of you. For you, if you don't really care for her, and for her, thinking that you do.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's really not fair for both of them. What I would do is be absolutely honest, but be tactful.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to do that tonight. I'll let you know how it turns out.
All right.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
with that.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, Michael, somebody wants to know some good study tips.
Study tips.
Study tips.
This kid's supposedly doing like bad in school.
All
so
right.
Okay, this is what you do. You study 5 minutes before walking into class.
5 minutes before walking into class. No,
I
believe.
Just kidding.
I believe that's
you know
called
what? No,
cramming.
don't listen to me. Listen to Michael.
That's called cramming. No, and I'm going to be absolutely honest on there. As far as my study habits go, they don't consist of many things. I don't know anyone who is really into studying. Are any of you guys really into studying?
I am.
Only for one subject.
Oh, okay. So
Broadcasting.
Broadcasting.
Yes.
That's broadcasting.
That's exactly the subject.
No, but what I would recommend is 75% of your studying actually goes on in class. I found that over the years. And if you pay attention in class and you really do your part in class, then even if you slack off studying at home, you still will have 75% or more, depending on if you really enjoy the topic, of the knowledge. But of course, I would always recommend, open a book, 10 minutes a night, 15 minutes a night, look over your notes, and just don't wait until the last minute. If you know about a test in advance, study a small bit every night, and take it from there. Hopefully, that works.
Oh, you know what's funny? Yesterday I tried to bring home a book, a textbook.
Textbook, oh my.
You actually brought home a textbook?
I was gonna study for my environmental test.
Okay.
But instead, I brought it home. I took a nap, and then I got up and I got hungry, so I went to make myself some dinner, heated it up in the microwave, and then it was like hot, the plate. So I used my book to shield it.
All right, that's not smart. Okay. And wait, is that all you said?
That's all you did with the book? You didn't open it?
No.
Did you,
okay, you used it.
Well, at least it was used for something.
All right.
Did you have the test today?
Yes.
How was it?
It was easy.
Okay, there you go. And do you pay attention in that class?
Partially.
Partially. Well, I would say it probably would have been even easier if you pay attention all the time. Because I'm telling you, 75 to 80% of your studying goes on in class. If you are keeping up with the teacher, taking notes, then you are retaining knowledge and data automatically. So all you would have to do is refresh yourself at home.
I think I got an 85.
All right, that's a B+, but try to shoot for a 90, 95.
And I tell you a secret. Most teachers take their tests from the notes they give you.
Right.
So if you review your notes on a regular basis, there's no reason why you can't get an A or B in most courses.
Absolutely.
Am I the only one that's dying of heat in here?
Oh no.
Oh my God.
It is absolutely hot in here, but that's okay. I think we can live, ladies. Okay.
Sauna baths.
Sauna baths. We'll lose 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Lord.
And get a tan at the same time. So, do we have another piece of advice we need to give?
Yes. Alright, well, summer's almost coming. Oh my God, summer's almost coming.
We gotta get the fan out here.
And people want to know how to get in shape for summer.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets hot. Like
This is what you do. You stop eating.
No, that is not what you do.
My advice for the past 10 minutes is
you should get all your working out done during the winter time.
Go, keep on
Okay.
going.
Not only the winter time. I mean, you work out all year long, no matter what.
Join sports so you could get in shape. Run
You don't have
a lot.
to join
Go
sports.
jogging.
You can work out at home. Or work out at home. No, I'm letting them know. You can do like a 10-minute workout every day at home or a 5-minute workout. You know, it makes a difference.
She's right. And I'll tell you something.
I'm not wrong.
But wait, it's not even about working
Go
out.
jogging.
It's about
Eating.
Eating, yeah,
Eating
especially
habits.
eating right.
Eating is actually the majority of...
A lot of people just eat junk food
and then
you know,
think that
crap.
if they work out, they're fine. That's not the case.
Yeah.
You
I mean, I
have to
can do
eat
that.
right. It's just as important as exercise. And don't starve yourself, because what that actually does is it slows your metabolism.
Yeah.
Your body
You don't
goes
want that.
into this, starvation mode where it stores the fat. And you do end up not burning anything. It ends up being counterproductive. So you definitely don't want to do that. It's unhealthy, and it won't
Just
work.
eat healthy food.
And instead of drinking like soda or sugary like iced tea and that kind of stuff,
Drink
drink
water.
Drink water. Drink milk.
As bad
water.
as it might
Yeah.
taste, I hate water, but drink it.
It doesn't taste like anything.
It doesn't taste bad at all.
It does taste bad. I don't like the taste because it has no taste.
Okay, well...
I'm not a fan of water. I
water's
don't like
supposed to
water.
taste.
Well, see, we're so used to flavor, something that's natural doesn't sit
Yeah,
well
I'm a
with
soda
us.
person, juice person.
Yeah, that's
I
not
don't
good.
drink soda.
Well,
That's not
Or-
good, guys. That's
yeah.
not good. I would not recommend soda if you're trying to lose
I think
weight.
the only thing
I'm not
else
trying
I
to lose weight.
drink,
It's the last thing I'm trying to do.
I drink like orange juice. Like I'll have
Yeah.
a cup a day because
I mean, that's
My
good for the
energy-
morning, though.
my energy, it's just never there.
But drink that orange juice in the morning. There's a lot of sugar in that. If you drink it at night, you really won't be burning it off throughout the day. You want to keep that as a morning drink because then you will have time to do your activities, and while you're doing that, all that sugar and all those carbs will get burned off.
What's a typical breakfast for you guys?
Oatmeal and water and coffee.
That's good.
Juice.
And juice?
That's all.
All right.
Okay.
Just juice?
Yeah.
Michael?
I try to have eggs and oatmeal every morning.
Eggs and oatmeal, that's an odd combination.
You
really.
Eggs with oatmeal, eggs,
You
oatmeal on
don't
the side.
mix it together. Yes, with. Excuse me if
Okay.
anyone was confused. No, I try to get some protein and some carbs.
Kayla?
I don't. My breakfast varies. You know, cereal, then I have a sandwich another day, and something else another day.
What I don't recommend doing is skipping breakfast altogether. That is probably.
I skip breakfast. I'm guilty of that.
It's the worst thing you can do. I know time is
no
difficult
time.
in the morning, but just grab anything on the way out. Anything.
Or wake up early and prepare your breakfast.
Or wake up early and prepare your
And
breakfast.
just
You
get
will.
ready fast.
You will reap the benefits.
You have to have it like once you wake up. Like I come to like when I wake up at 7.
No, you don't have to have it. As
And
long as you wait,
I'll eat-
as long as you have it in the morning, it's
Yeah,
fine.
I'll eat around like 8:30.
I would. It's better than nothing. It is better than nothing. It's probably better to do it at home after you wake up to really get your body
Julie, how do you eat
started.
at 8:30?
That's
Do you
cool.
eat it here?
Yeah.
Oh, you eat in the cab. Oh, okay.
Which is absolutely better than nothing.
Right.
Because it's.
That's what everybody does. I mean,
I do.
half
I do it.
The school
I
does
do it.
that.
Ideally, I'd like to eat it in the morning and have time, but that's just not
I try to
realistic.
do it like when I wake up, but I don't like waking up, so there's a problem.
I don't think
Well,
anybody likes waking up.
I'm not a big fan of it, though. I have been told I'm a morning person, so
Oh, great.
who knows? So yes, eat breakfast and do the right thing. So is that it? Is that it for today, guys? If
Yeah.
we finish our features, we finished our headlines. Thank you. That will do it for our show. You are listening to For Real Radio, a place for the truth. Thanks, guys.
You just listened to
For Real Radio on WHITradio.org.
At Hudson County Schools of Technology.
North Bergen, New Jersey. Have a great day.